Hey guys, 20 Travels here. It's been 5 years, maybe more. Um, have I traveled since I uploaded? Yes. I actually went last June to Orlando with my sister and her husband and my niece and nephew. We spent about a week down there. We went to Universal. It was very cool. I went to the Experience Titanic Museum or the Titanic Museum, Titanic Experience, something. But it was really cool, and it reignited my love for Titanic that I had since I was a kid. So that was really neat. In, let's see, the last 2 years, so I'd say like last year, 2025, went to Orlando. Since I knew I was going to do that, I wanted to lose weight. So January 2025, January 1st, I was 314 pounds. Basically, every video you see of me, I'm 300 pounds at least. Probably when I was losing weight, I maybe got in the 280s. Best I ever did in the past was hitting 220s. And I think it was like I hit 228 and I bounced back up to 230. But um, this time it was all right, we're going to Orlando. I'm going to be shirtless. I want to look good. So by the time we went to Orlando, I got down to 267, I want to say. Maybe a little lower, maybe 262. But by the time we came back, I'd gained 10 pounds. The food was really good at Universal and the Summer Dockside. And honestly, the City Walk restaurants, all that. You know what? I'm going to do a video on Orlando just because it was so fun. I just realized I had my USS Cerritos shirt. So I just show that off because I do love the shirt. Um, but yeah, we can do that in another video. So yeah, by the time I came back in July 2025, I was in the 270s, and I kind of hovered in the 270s until maybe August last year, and then each month I kind of lost about 10 pounds roundabouts. So by Christmas, I think I was like 250 by Christmas. Maybe maybe just touching the 240s. I honestly I can't remember. Um, But yeah, I kept working at it. It was mostly just dieting. I wasn't doing any crazy exercise or anything like that. Honestly, all my stuff's been hardly any exercise. I try to get 15,000 steps a day. Some days I hit, 15 miles. So those are exercise days, but most of my days I try to do like neat stuff like that. And we're going to cover that because I'm going to talk about my weight loss because hell, I find it interesting and I want to talk about it. And if I can help anyone else lose weight, I want to help other people lose weight because I've never felt better in my life. And it's not just the weight. We'll talk about all the other stuff because there's other things. I found some things out about myself that I did not know, which I should have known. Little sneak peek. I'm autistic. I had no idea. But it fits in place once I was, because I was, you know what? We're going off on a tangent. We don't have to do that. We'll get there later. So, and I turned on the camera because tomorrow's weigh day. Fridays are my weigh days. And I figured I should do a video prior to weighing tomorrow. So you can just kind of get like a basic overview and then I'll do the weighs and stuff like that. Anyhow, so yeah, I was doing pretty good. And then March of this year, early March, late February, early March, I got really sick. Um, I don't know what it was, but I got super sick. I ended up having to go to the hospital, um, which was actually kind of a blessing. I had to go and my blood pressure dropped really bad. I was super dehydrated because I'd been sick for a week. I had been drinking like water and stuff, but I wasn't doing any Gatorade. Super sick. I had to go to the hospital. I had to get two IVs. They're like, "Yep, you're dehydrated," you know, and you have like an upper respiratory infection or something like that. Basically, I just got really sick. So I know that day because like paramedics were asking me how much I weighed, and it was just stuck in my mind. So I was 239.9. 98.9 late February, early March. Okay. So I did pretty good in the spring and early summer losing weight. Then we hit summer and it got super hot. There's been plenty of days where it hasn't been too hot, and I could have done more treadmill time, but I just haven't been. I'm just leaning so much. Just stay back here. The cat's down here too, so he keeps. I kind of keep leaning in and petting him. But okay. So treadmill time kind of cut down uh, as it got warmer, and I focused more on neat. We'll get more into neat later. Even if no one listens to these, I'm just getting it out there. So, because it helped me. So, uh, the highest, or at least the highest I recorded, was 314 pounds. As of last Friday, I hit 194, or no, 192.4, 192.4. So I've lost over 120 pounds. I am not doing GLP-1s. I am not starving myself. I'm not exercising like crazy. I literally just focus on protein, try to do just as much activity as I can, just move around as much as I can. It's the neat, the non exercise, thermogenic activity, I think. Probably wrong. I have no idea. I don't know any of this stuff. It's just, it worked for me. So I've lost 120 pounds. I feel amazing. Um, I feel like a completely different person. And it does also tie into the autism thing. The autism thing actually probably helped me lose the weight too. Because once I figured that out, and I figured out how much routines help me, um, oh my god, my whole life has just been like, this is so much easier now. So it's been a lot easier, and I just meal prep. I've been redoing my house, so as you can kind of see, I'm doing like a mid-century thing. And I'll show my house too, because I love my house. I think it's so cute now. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and offer up as much advice as I can about losing weight. I'm gonna just kind of talk about what's been going on with me. Um, some of the things that I've found really exciting, some of the things that have been kind of shocking, kind of sad. Because it is. It's super exciting and everything's awesome, but then there are also points where it does get really depressing. Whether it's just thinking about, well, I wish I would have done this when I was 20 instead of waiting until I was 40, or when you're losing weight and somebody you care about is struggling to lose weight, and it's like, I wish I could just do it for you, and it's I'm just trying my hardest to be there for them and just prop them up. Just because I had a support group, but a lot of this it did feel like it was just like on my own. And it's funny because it's like one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, and it's also one of the easiest things I've ever done in my life, if that makes any sense at all. Because I went from living a hard life, you know, just being 314 pounds, and I got around, and it was fine. I had some pains. I had stomach issues. I was getting acid reflux. I had high blood pressure. Um, which again, going back to the hospital visit in March, which was kind of a godsend because I went in there. I had already lost quite a bit of weight by that point. I think I was like 60 pounds, 50 pounds, something like that. I could do the math, but I'm rambling, so we're just gonna keep going. Um, but I went in there and originally they were just, oh, you're dehydrated, you have an upper respiratory, and it was, oh, your blood pressure's really cratered. I was like, what are you on? Uh, Lisinopril. I was on Lisinopril 40 milligrams. Okay, well, that could do it. You lost some weight. You should probably talk to your doctor. Contacted my doctor, and they adjusted it. And I was going back every other week. They would check it. Okay, it's good. Cut it in half. Check it. Okay, cut it in half. I went in like 3 or 4 times, and then they're like, okay, we're just gonna take it off it. We're gonna see how it is. Fine. And even one of those where it's like the hardest thing in the world, it's like this, it just happened. But it's because of all the hard work I put in. But it was so easy, you know. Weird contradictions because in the moment it can feel like you're doing just so much. Like it's oh my god, originally counting calories and stuff. And I've moved away from that now. I don't count calories. I use Copilot, the AI system. I use Gemini for a bit too, but I thought Copilot worked better for me. Um, but I would just kind of list out, okay, this is what I ate. Just kind of look at my macros, the calories, and the sodium, and the protein, saturated fat. I had to look at a couple key things for me. Um, and I just wanted to, I was basically going back again. This whole thing, it's going to be like a choose your own adventure. I'm going back and forth. I'm sorry. There's probably like 6 tangents already cut off, and I'm going to figure them out and have to do like other videos. But uh, after we came back from Orlando, my sister went on GLP 1s. Um, and I was super jealous. I was like, holy shit, she's going to lose all this weight. She's gonna blow past me. She's gonna be, 150 pounds and just happy and laughing. I'm still gonna be, 250 pounds because I'm never gonna get below that. So I doubled down. I went in with the AI. Said, okay, I want to focus on protein, get veggies. I want to do clean eating. I'm moving away from all the frozen, all the treats, extra sugar, extra fat, all that crap. Super clean. And I did super clean for a couple months. And then I started bringing in because I still needed more protein because I was trying to do natural sources of protein mostly. And honestly, a lot of that protein slop stuff, it does taste good, and there's protein in it. So I'm moving more towards like an 80-20. So it's like, okay, I'm still having, like this week I did, it was a Chipotle maple chicken in a crock pot. Cooked that up, shredded it up, um, did that over. So I'll just say lettuce. It didn't have romaine. I used butter lettuce, and it was actually really good. So I had that over butter lettuce, red onion. I threw in some tomatoes, cucumbers, cheese on top, a little extra hot sauce, and you know, very low carbs, high protein. There's fat in there, but you do need fat when you're losing weight. Otherwise, you're going to lose your hair and you're going to look terrible. You got to be really careful with that. A friend in college, but side story. We're not going to get into that. Huh. That was a tangent. No idea. Holy shit. Huh. Huh. That's embarrassing. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Okay. I uh I'm doing some CBD gummies too because it was a long day at work and I wanted to relax and I quit drinking completely. Um so I do CBD stuff now. CBD THC infused hemp whatchamacallits. So I had some birthday cake gummies and they probably just hit. So I just completely yep. 15 calories a piece for the gummies. So they fit in my plan just fine. Um, and those seltzers, ah man, torch, torch. I don't know, sky high. There's a couple different ones that are really good. Um, I can do that too. I still want to travel. I have a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I really want to talk about my house because it's super cute now. Oh, it's Lower Decks. I love Lower Decks. Cerritos. I'm just so happy it's on. I've been waiting just so long, and I could just watch it on DVR. I know. Million tangents. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. Um, Asking if people wanted me to change over to a weight loss channel was not super successful. I had a reply, and I didn't check again before I made this video because I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna make a video. But I had one like, and I was like, yeah, do what you want, I don't care. It's like, so I hope that one person really enjoys this. I yeah, I'm very happy about. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I never in a million years would have taken my shirt off on camera. I wouldn't have been shirtless outside. Last couple of weeks, I've just been running around crazy. I've just been like, just like a lady at Mardi Gras, just flashing my tits everywhere. So, I mean, I still got a little waddle here. I still kind of got little tits, little titties, but I mean, I'm pretty fucking proud of this. Yeah, I'm gonna flip this way. That's her. So I'm gonna stand up. That was one thing I was actually kind of curious about too, because I'll send the AI pictures too. But oh, Jesus Christ, there's so many things I just want to tell you guys about. Probably don't do a gummy before I do this next time. I think I'm just gonna go like straight next time. But like when I look at myself, it's hard because I still like, especially 2 3 weeks ago, I still would see 314 on me, and I couldn't see that I'd lost weight and that I look decent. I don't look great, you know. I'd say I look close to normal. I don't know, but it's like I very rarely will be able to look at myself and be like, oh wow, I lost a lot of weight. You know, maybe if I cover my that just covered the whole camera. Well, if I cover my face on the screen, it doesn't look terrible. But no, that is actually one thing I wanted to do because I want to see myself kind of like moving and see like how bad everything is. Um, so yeah, I'm actually going to do a full shot over here. You get a little peek of a little bit more of the house. So you'll see my fireplace and very super cool Titanic model that I bought, which is like one of my favorite things in the world. And there's also Titanic coal up there too. What? And a piece of the Berlin Wall because I'm a nerd and I love history. So I'm gonna go ahead, flip the camera, just gonna walk around so you can see what I look like, so I can see what I look like. Um, and then I'm gonna watch Lower Decks because I fucking love Lower Decks. Okay, so let's flip this over. Hey, look at that. So this is what I look like. 292. So I mean, I still have this, but this I tits. I mean, I had tits, and it's kind of crazy. It's flat. I should stand up because I'm kind of looking down at the camera. So when I'm doing this, that's not great for your posture. So I should just kind of stand normal, and it still shifts a lot. So it's not great. I mean, even my legs, you know, a tinier, tinier. So and I still got that. I mean, it's more muscle than anything else. So I don't know. I'm pretty proud of this, honestly. Should I be? I don't know if I should be, but Lord X is on. I'm very excited to watch it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I hope you got anything out of this. I hope the one person who liked that uh, post that I did comes ahead on here and likes this as well. So tomorrow's Way Day. Um, not a great week for Neat. Work's been kind of hectic, clearly. So I don't know. I'm hoping I lose. I mean, it's not the point where I could lose like 10 pounds a week anymore. That's long gone. But I mean, there's I've still even kind of recently lost like 4 pounds here. I have had that problem too, that where it'd be like I I do super good. Like I'm doing the 80/20, 85, 15, other maths, 90/10. You know, eating really good, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, it's the peanut hamper episode. Love it. I love Tendy. Uh, I just got lost again. Holy hell. Huh. Well, losing weight. I don't know. I was gonna give maybe a specific hope for tomorrow. I'm hoping I lose a pound. I'll take a pound. Anything more than that isn't too great. But I mean, honestly, if you guys have questions, ask me. I will eventually. I mean, Fridays are probably gonna be more like a vlog thing where after work, I weigh after work too. Kind of stupid, but I've always weighed after work, so it's consistent. It doesn't matter. You should do it in the morning, but I do it after work. So Fridays is probably just gonna be like, hey, this is where I am, this is where I'm at. I do a Renfo thing, so I think it's 12 stats, 15 stats, maybe I don't know. So I can go through some stats. But then other than that, it's like I can also bring up just little tips on supplements I'm taking. Uh, just the whole neat thing. I'm gonna start adding actual resistance in weight training. I'm like, oh my god, I'm skinny, I'm happy. I want to be cut. I want to be jacked. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible. But honestly, even like this belly, I didn't think this would ever be possible. I thought it would just be like skin. I could probably just stretch my fucking god out still, but it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If anyone likes us, let me know. Comment, subscribe, do your thing. Hopefully these get better. I mean, if this one's terrible and you look at the ones from 5 years ago and they're still bad, I don't think I'll ever get better at doing videos. I don't think I'll ever get like comfortable talking. Like 22 minutes, and I have no idea what I said. So I'm just kidding. But so tomorrow's going to be the weigh-in, and from there I'll just kind of sprinkle in some other stuff. Um, I might just do a live stream when I'm doing the neat one time and just oh, I play music though. I think that would get copywritten. I don't know. Maybe just play weird stuff. Maybe they wouldn't even real. I don't know. We'll get there. So I might take another gummy. I feel really good. So, but this isn't about those at the moment. So, weight loss, travels, that journey, my weight loss journey. This I should just delete this. This is terrible. But all right, here we go.